Pisces, welcome to your July 2020 reading. My name is Michelle and this is Moon Shadow Tarot. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome here. I'm so glad to have you. So we're going to just dive straight in. This is the Fin de Siècle Kipper deck. We're going to get a few overall theme and energy cards for the month for you guys from this. Oh, that's our first one. Family room. And we'll get some more. Occupation. Change. Bad health. Thief. Let me just have a wee look at these messages. I think we're just going to have to start clarifying. It does look like there's some change in the works for you this month. It could be in a relationship to an apartment. If you live in an apartment, it could be that you may be forced to move out potentially. And it may be some sort of unexpected change that you're not aware of. If you're self-employed, there could also be some sort of unexpected change that happens with your employment situation. If you are self-employed or a business owner of some sort, there could be some sort of loss of revenue. Somebody potentially trying to cheat you out of a deal or hide something from you. The family, what's interesting is you do have the bad health and thief, which tend to suggest that there's something potentially just challenging. Let's use the word challenging. Challenging at play here this month. And the family room card, it indicates sometimes secrets. It indicates things that are going on in private behind closed doors. This can also be the card of counselling. Getting some counselling, getting some sort of professional advice behind closed doors. With the bad health card here, for some of you, this could indicate you may be having bad health. It could be stress relating to something that's going on with someone that's being dishonest. It could be stress relating to an upcoming change or an upcoming move. It could be stress related to some sort of difficulties that you're having with self-employment. And it may be something that you go and get some counselling about or some legal advice about. Or it could indicate that if you live with other people, that there's some sort of secrets or something going on in your family in private, away from the prying eyes of society. It could be arguments, it could be tension, it could be, I don't know. Let's find out more. What's this family room card representing? Wowzers. Okay, we got 3 cards. So we got Judgment, which is sort of a, I always like to think of it as sort of like a exam kind of energy for your life, though. Like, it's like you're at a crossroads. You're often being called to see something differently, to react to something differently, and you've got to make a choice about which way to go. And I often like to think of it personally as like a final exam energy, because it's the second to last card in the minor arcana, indicating that you've got a lot of life experience under your belt now, and you've been through similar situations before. They might have been with completely different people in a completely different setting, but you've got some wisdom from things that you've already been through that you can use to help you pass this exam that the universe is giving you, if you want to think of it that way. And what this exam is really about is there's been some burdens that you've been carrying. There's been some sort of pressure, some sort of stress, some sort of tension. You've been going through a hard cycle. There may have been fear. There may have been illusions. There may have been deception, or just things, confusion, things that you're not seeing clearly, with the moon showing up there. And then, but there is a brand new cycle that's waiting to start, depending on how you handle it. So this is sort of the reward energy, if you will. If you make the right decision in this final exam, if you show that you've learnt the lesson, there will be this giant, huge new pentacle that comes in to reward you, to enable you to move on to the next thing. May also be a situation if you aren't currently self-employed, and let's say, for example, you might have been thinking about starting a business, and then all of a sudden you lose your job, for example. Are you going to choose to let that defeat you, or are you going to be like, well, this could be the ideal opportunity for me. I've been thinking about starting my business. Maybe the timing isn't how I would like it. You know, maybe I would have liked to keep my job for a few more months before starting it, so that I could feel like I'm starting it in more, with a bit more security behind me, right? But maybe you appreciate, okay, well, maybe that was a bit of a kick to get me started. There's a lot of things that just are perception. Anyway, occupation. Let's find out more about this occupation card. Or it just might be an opportunity to find a new job that you actually enjoy more. Ooh, this is interesting. Interesting. So we got the Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. With the family room can often, as I've said before, be a card of secrets, be a card of things going on behind closed doors. And the Six of Wands is a card of things being very public. So if there's been something that you've been trying to resolve behind closed doors, if there's been a secret that you've been trying to keep, or a secret that other people have been keeping from you, this may now come out in the open. For some reason, this has come out with occupation, so it's got something to do with work, or a business, or an opportunity to start a business. It could also be recognition. It could also be I feel like this is work related for some of you, and I feel like this final exam is work related for some of you. And if you handle whatever this test is, let's call it that you're going through at work, then I feel like your Ace of Pentacles, the reward for passing your test, right? I feel like this is going to be that you get a raise or a promotion, or you get a new job offer somewhere else, something that's going to be a lot more balanced, a lot more fair, that's possibly going to give you a bigger salary. It's almost like there may be people in your workplace or in your business, if you already have a business, that are being dishonest. They may be trying to keep some sort of secret about something not so great that's happening. And you may have knowledge of this. I don't know that that's going to be for everyone, but that certainly could be the case for some of you. And how you handle that situation, what you do with the knowledge that you have, how you handle that is possibly going to determine what's going to happen with your employment. It's interesting. There is an opportunity here to really come out on top, and to have a very good outcome to this situation. Fascinating. This is a very different reading than you guys are the last sign that I've recorded for this month, and this is very different reading than how all the others have been this month. But okay, let's have a look a bit more about this change energy. What's this change energy? With the bad health card, I mean, it almost could be there might be some big kind of health and safety issue at your workplace that people have been trying to, maybe management have been trying to keep a secret, or they haven't been wanting to address it. It's interesting because you've got change here, and then you've got the world here. So a cycle is definitely completing in your life. But with the world card, it's a really positive card. Really, really positive. It's a card of learning all your lessons, being victorious. Like, you've got the wreath here. You've got someone that almost looks like some sort of gymnast or something. It looks like they're almost holding like Olympic torches or javelins or spear. They look like an athlete, and they look like they've been crowned in glory. Let's have a look at this bad health card, because what is this about? What is this bad health card about? Card jumped out, but then it jumped back in. So that wasn't sure it wanted to be the card. Bad health, bad health. Tell me more about this bad health. Bad health for Pisces. Tell me what this is about. Page of Pentacles. So this is an energy of learning, studying, being a novice at something, being younger or immature or lower in rank. And you've got a peacock here in this card. which can represent confidence. It can represent pride. Then you've got the Five of Swords card here, which is the energy of there's a battle going on, there's conflict, someone's gonna win, but it's not a very nice winning energy. It's almost like the energy of like a dishonorable victory. So you might come out on top, but maybe it's not deserved. Or someone else may be coming out on top in this situation, but it's perhaps not deserved. Tell me about this Thief card. That's just too many. They just flew all over the place. Let's try that again. Thief card. Tell me more about this Thief card for Pisces. Tell me more about this Thief card for Pisces. Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups, and then we've got Justice. Okay, now it's all starting to come together. Okay. Now, what I don't know, Pisces, is what side of this story you're on. So, this is either a case of in a workplace situation or a business kind of situation, there's an energy of somebody trying to get away with something that's not kosher, let's say, that's not on the up and up, possibly could be outright illegal, what they've been trying to do, or just highly immoral and suspect. It could be the energy of trying to, could be some sort of health and safety issue. It could be some sort of gossip. It could be some sort of workplace bullying. It could be some sort of setting somebody else up in the company to fail so that you can get around them and get up to the top quicker. It could be some sort of financial like fraud or something like that. It could be any of those things, but this is definitely workplace related, I feel. And for some of you, this is a very small sub message, okay? So this will not fit for everybody, but for some of you, it may be in a family business or in an employment situation where you work with, like, some of your colleagues and co-workers are close friends and family members. Okay, that's not for everyone. But my point is, somebody's been trying to do something that's been illegal, immoral, not right. Now, this could be you, or it could be someone else, and you're having knowledge of this, or you're about to have knowledge of this, or you may have been the person that was being affected by this. Meaning, you could have been the person that was being bullied, you could have been the person that was being set up to fail, you could have been the person that had some sort of workplace accident because of really lousy health and safety practices, any of those kind of things. Or you could have been the person doing it. Okay. Now, if you are the person that's been doing it and been trying to get away with whatever you've been doing, the really, really super clear message here is Page of Cups, which is an energy of apology, saying I'm sorry, confessing to what's been going on to bring justice to the situation. Okay? That's your advice for this month if you are the person that's been doing any of these slightly nefarious things or just downright illegal things. If this isn't you and it's been somebody else but it's been affecting you in some way or you've known about this in some kind of way, the overall message is the same in that whoever this is that's been doing this, they are strongly encouraged this month to make an apology, to own up to what's been going on, to make amends. And if not, there may be some sort of very sudden consequence that comes in for them. There really may be. With the Justice card, this can literally talk about contracts, it can talk about court, it can talk about any of those kind of things. So I really don't know what side of the story that you're on. I hope that this message helps. I hope that you are able to use your own intuition and discernment and patch this together with how it fits for your scenario. There's definitely changes at play. There's definitely cycles that are closing out. There's definitely opportunity here for something positive to begin and for some sort of balance to come into this situation. How that's all going to play out, it might be a little bit in the air at the moment.